Good afternoon, fans. This is your girl from Mel'S Mat Chat, and this is episode 283 of the podcast. Lots of things are going on this weekend, and I'm in a decent, happy mood, even though Sunday will be the year of my mother's death, and I will be able to, get through it, and just the next part is me being happy. So, this is going to be dedicated to my mother. Her name was Donna A. Klein. She was born November of 1960 and she passed away on March 26th, 2022. And you'll see a picture of her at the somehow. I'm going to try to get this towards the end so you can see a nice picture of her, and this is in memory of her. And I've been through the ringer this week, doing other things, and I've been through the ringer for the whole entire the year that she has been gone. So, but I'm happier. Things are happening in my life, which are really, really awesome. And it's going to get better and better each day that goes by. Now, I'm going to try to do a short this week around Monday or Tuesday to let everybody know what about my scheduling of the festivities coming up next week, and which is WrestleMania weekend. So much that I'm going to be covering. I'm going to be doing this Stand and Deliver. I'm going to be doing Ring of Honor. I'm going to be doing obviously night 1, night 2 of WrestleMania, and so much more. So you're going to just have to tune in here. But until then, you can go check out the rest of my content on my YouTube. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please turn on the bell. All notifications is at the bottom. And when you know that I've uploaded, you'll know about it. Also, please follow me on my social media, which is TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, Mel'S Mat Chat. Also, check me out on Snapchat and Facebook. Also, please do me a favor. Go check out the people over at harrys.com. Get all your shaving and toiletry essentials there at harrys.com. Also, please, if you have a beard, please go check out the people over at Maestro Classics at maestroclassics.com and get all your beard essentials there. Please, if you want to murder your thirst and having a great drink to go with it, go and check out the people over at Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com. They have spring water, they have sparkling water, and now they have iced tea. So go check out everything there and get also really awesome merch. The merch there is really cool. Also, if you're a coffee buff and you want to really have a really good cup of coffee in the morning, go check out the people over at Death Wish Coffee at deathwishcoffee.com. They have the accessories and merchandise, so go check that out. Also, please go check out HOG Wrestling at hogwrestling.net. They are coming up with another event, which is in April, so go check them out. If you want to get tickets, please go check out hogwrestling.net. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll be on Fight TV. Now, the schedule is as follow. We're going to do AEW first, then WWE. Ring of Honor will be on Saturday at 8 a.m. in the morning for episode 3. I think week 4, if I'm not mistaken. I would have to double check, And if you want to find the episode for the episode 1, it's on the preview and predictions of I think it was Final Battle. I think that's what it was, if I'm not mistaken. We have AEW Rampage match 1, and this was taking place, if I'm not mistaken, from where Dynamite was. So match 1, AEW TBS title match. Powerhouse Hobbs with Aaron Solo and QT Marshall versus Phoenix. Sorry, it's TNT title. Sorry. Phoenix uses his speed to evade Hobbs and hits a springboard shoulder block, but Hobbs doesn't budge. Hobbs now goes to the outside where Phoenix meets him with a suicide dive followed by an acai moonsault. Phoenix looks to continue the attack with a crossbody off the top rope but gets caught with a power slam by Hobbs. Hobbs throws Phoenix into the guardrail on the outside and waits for Phoenix to get back in the ring. Hammer throw into the corner by Hobbs, and Phoenix is bouncing off the turnbuckles. Another delayed vertical suplex by Hobbs gets a 2 count. Phoenix changes the momentum with a series of thrust kicks and a frog splash from the top. Phoenix is in control with a thrust kick to the stomach and one more to the face. Now looking for a rolling thunder, diving flatliner, but no. Hobbs catches Phoenix out of midair and drills him into the mat with a spinebuster, burning hammer, and this one is over. Winner and still AEW TNT champion, Powerhouse Hobbs. March 29th is the return of Adam Cole and a quick preview of AEW All Access, which debuts right after. Match 2, Taya Valkyrie versus Ava Lawless. Go behind and a mat turned by Taya, running back elbow in the corner and corner clothesline. Lawless takes a seat in the corner and Taya hits a pair of running knees. Chops by Taya and big spear. Road to Valhalla by Taya and hits and 1 over. Winner, Taya Valkyrie. After the match, Smart Mark Sterling and Jade are on the stage taking notes. Hook takes on Stokely Hathaway in a no DQ this week on Dynamite, so we get clips of Matt Hardy and the Gun Club training Big Stoke. Match 3, the Bollywood Boys. They were known as the Singh Brothers versus Angelo Parker and Matt Menard. JAS starts quickly as they attack the Bollywood Boys before the bell. Bollywood Boys get the advantage early and hit a double team elevated diving back elbow from the top rope as Parker rolls to the outside to recover. Menard attacks from behind again, and the JAS are back in control. JAS work over Groove throughout the break with frequent tags, isolating him from his partner in their half of the ring. Groove comes over the top with a sunset flip that gets a 2. But Parker cuts him off Menard, and it's a double suplex before we go to full commercial break. Manhattan drop and drop kick combo by the Bollywood Boys as we return from break. Drop toe hold from Menard and an elbow drop by Parker changed the momentum. Double team, elevated DDT by the JAS, and it's over. Winners, Angelo Parker and Matt Menard. There was a video package of Don Callis courting Konosuke Takeshita. It's shown giving him a hero's welcome at the airport in Winnipeg. Kenny Omega and Vaingo, I think that's how you pronounce it. That will be on Dynamite. Match 4, Brody King versus Daniel Garcia. Garcia bails as soon as the bell rings and plays to the crowd. King follows and Garcia escapes. Cat and mouse here as Garcia tries to frustrate King. King rolls in the ring and Garcia drop kicks the knee. King misses a charge in the corner but still makes Garcia pay with heavy chops, sending Garcia reeling. Garcia seems armored with Julia Hart on the outside, allowing King to take advantage with some more chops before sending Garcia into the guardrail. King seats Garcia on a chair at ringside as King charges with a crossbody and crushes him in the barricade. King charges again with Garcia sidesteps and King face first into the steel steps at ringside. Garcia in control now with boots to King in the corner. Broski boot by Garcia, and now Garcia is salsa dancing. Drop toe hold by Garcia sends King through first over the middle rope as Garcia tries to choke the life out of him. Garcia tries to put the boots to King, but King is up and is not happy. Garcia charges and walks right into into a boss man slam. 2 count. Pile driver by King. 2 count. King now chopping the soul out of Garcia, running the cannonball in the corner. 1-2, but Garcia gets a foot on the rope. Garcia fights off another pile driver attempt with a chop before locking a rear naked choke. King is fading but backs Garcia into the corner. Twice, Garcia holds on so King whips him in the ground overhead. Awkward looking discus lariat by King. Gonzo bomb attempt, but Garcia escapes and rolls up King for a 2. Garcia locks in the walls of Jericho. King has an army crawl to the ropes and barely gets there. Behind the referee back, Jericho cracks King in the face with Floyd the Bat. Garcia locks in Dragon Sleeper, and King is already out. Winner, Daniel Garcia. And that is basically the end of Rampage. We're on to Dynamite. Sorry, my tablet's very slow, but since we're here, don't forget, April 2nd, night 2 of WrestleMania, World Autism Awareness Day. April will be Autism Awareness Month. Please do me a favor. On your social media, take a picture. Obviously, follow me on that social media if I'm on it. Please tag me, then hashtag it World Autism Awareness Day. Please wear blue, take a picture, take a video, whatever you have to do. Tag me into it, hashtag it World Autism Awareness Day. Please do it. Let's light social media up in blue because I'm my son's advocate. I have an autistic kid that has autism and living with autism. I'm his advocate. I've been an advocate before advocacy became cool, okay, Mr. Paul Heyman. And I want you to, get on board with this, I want people to learn about it because now it just was told to me on Instagram, 1 in 36 children have autism and been diagnosed with it. So let's get this going here before it gets any lower. It can't get any lower. I mean, come on. AEW Dynamite. Oh, my scalp is itching like crazy. It's the stupid weather today. All right. Tonight's episode of Dynamite was broadcast live from the Cable Dahmer Arena in Independence, Missouri. The show opened with Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, being loaded in an ambulance and transported to the hospital after an apparent attack. Hangman Adam Page accompanied Matt Jackson in the ambulance. Don Callis ushered Kenny Omega back into the arena, trying to keep Kenny focused on tonight's match. So we already figured out who it was. I mean, come on now. We're not stupid. This is going to end all in one way, So we started off with the trios match. AEW International Champion Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin, and Sting versus Kip Sabian and the Butcher and the Blade. Orange used an arm drag on Sabian, but Sabian landed on his feet and then cartwheeled to create distance. Orange drop kicked Sabian and Sabian tagged out to Butcher. Sting tagged in. Butcher nailed Sting with forearms, but Sting didn't budge. Sting lit up Butcher with backhands. Butcher thumped Sting in the eye. Butcher went for a splash, but Sting moved and then countered with a Stinger splash. Sting was looking for a Scorpion Deathlock, but Blade and Sabian ran in to swarm Sting. Darby grabbed a tag, connected with an explosive code red, but Kip Sabian while Penelope Ford distracted the ref. The Blade swept out Darby's leg from the apron. Orange came into the ring with a diving crossbody and then a DDT on Kip Sabian. The Butcher and the Blade double-teamed Orange Cassidy. Kip jumped to make the cover, but Orange kicked out at 2. Sting tagged in and walloped Kip with a lariat. Sting put Kip in the Scorpion Deathlock, but Butcher and the Blade double-teamed Sting. Darby took down Butcher and the Blade with a double coffin drop in the middle, off the middle rope. Orange wiped out Kip with the Stundog Millionaire. Sting finished Kip with a Scorpion Death Drop and pinned Kip. AEW World Tag Team Championship match. The Guns, Austin and Colton versus Top Flight, Dante and Darius Martin. Top Flight used a tandem offense and really took to the champs during the opening minutes of the match. From the apron, Austin grabbed a handful of hair and guillotined Dante on the ropes. Colton began to stomp on Dante in the corner turnbuckles. Austin made a blonde tag, but Dante planted him with a power move for a near fall. Dante hit the nosedive, but Colton made the save, breaking up the pin at the last possible moment. The Kingdom, Matt Tavern and Mike Bennett came out of nowhere and ambushed Darius. The Guns blindsided Dante with the 310 to Yuma and then pinned Dante. Top Flight chased the Kingdom through the fans. FTR, Dax Hardwood, and Cash Wheeler came out down to the ring after the match. Cash, we're here to talk business. If you beat us again, we will never tag in AEW again. Dax, if we can't beat you and win the AEW tag team titles, we'll quit AEW. The Guns told FTR they had a deal, and they spat in the faces of FTR. The champs ran out of the ring. FTR couldn't get their hands on them. So with that situation, I'm going to give a little. My hair is so frizzy today; it's like not even funny. If this ends up that FTR is done with AEW, this is going to be a way to get them out to go back to WWE, or they might just do whatever the heck they want. They might even go to New Japan and be there, and that's their promotion. They'll sign with New Japan for exclusively with them. Who knows at this point? We're just gonna have to keep on waiting. But they did tweet out something, and we just gotta have to wait till next month to find out what the fuck it is. That's all it is. TBS champion Jay Cargill was backstage with Smart Mark Sterling. Sterling said that they had a cease and desist to stop Taya Valkyrie from using Jade's finisher. Layla Gray challenged Taya to a match on Rampage this Saturday. It's a special time. Sweetheart Jade, you're gonna do another loss here. How are you doing a cease and desist? She's been wrestling longer than you, you moron. Oh, you are such a dumb bitch. Whatever you're eating or doing or anything, it's killing the brain cells, okay? Whatever you're doing, stop it, okay? Maybe stop training for like 2 days. Maybe you get the blood flow back in your head. Dear God, that was such a moronic fucking situation. Okay. No DQ match. TW champion Hook versus the firm's Stokely Hathaway. Stokely Hathaway looked like a man walking to the gallows, said Excalibur. Stokely got on the mic before the match and said Doc Samson didn't clear him to wrestle tonight. Stokely announced his retirement and handed the doctor's note to Justin Roberts to make it official. It was a receipt from Wingstop, and the referee tore it up. Stokely ran away from Hook, but Hook chased him down. Stokely attempted a flying uppercut. Hook sent Stokely for a ride with a shoulder capture suplex on the arena floor. Hook pulled out a steel ring guardrail from beneath the ring. Hook propped up the guardrail up against the corner turnbuckle. Stokely blasted Hook with a fire extinguisher in the eye, temporarily blinding Hook. Hathaway tried to hit Hook with a steel chair, but Hook countered and then suplexed Hathaway into the steel guardrail. Hook locked in Red Rum, and the ref stopped the match with Hook victorious. A dominant victory by Hook, said Excalibur. Now, I know he can't be my son, but Mama is a very happy mama when I see Adam Cole, baby. I mean, come on now. I mean, come on now. He. If he could be my son, if my son could grow up to be like him, I'd be a happy person. Very good, very, he's just chef's kiss. Adam Cole was out with a microphone. The entire arena gave Adam Cole a standing ovation. Cole comes. Is everybody ready for story time with Adam Cole, baby? Yes, I am. Mama's listening. Bring it, sweetheart. Cole, we are 7 days away from me making my in-ring debut, ring return to AEW. Guys, it feels freaking great. I know everyone has a lot of questions. The biggest one is, who's my opponent on the 29th? Daniel Garcia music began to play, and he walked out to the ring. Garcia, who's ready for story time with Daniel Garcia, baby? Since you've been gone, I've become a real veteran here in AEW. Oh, dear God, the fucking goddamn delusional. The delusion starts already. It's hilarious. I become a locker room leader. More delusional. More being delusional. As a locker room leader, I came out to welcome you back and put you in your place. Mr. Garcia, okay? I have fucking goddamn t-shirts from WWF that are fucking more veteran than you are, sweetheart. So please, shut your mouth. Let the fucking adults talk wrestling here, okay? I don't know if you remember, but let me update you on a few things. Brody King beat him. Ricky Starks beat him. Bryan Danielson, I beat him too. I don't know if you guys, Mr. Garcia, I don't know if you know, but November 1st, 2019, when NXT basically bailed out Mr. McMahon, Vince McMahon, while things were going on in fucking Saudi Arabia, there was a little fucking match on SmackDown. And it was against Daniel Bryan for the NXT Championship. So when you think that you have already beat him, he's been there, done that, and he fucking made him his bitch. Okay? Let's move on. Cole, when they ring the bell, that's what makes me special. I like you. Seriously, I think you're really good. And someday you can be the guy who leads the charge here in AEW. But it's the company you keep. The Jericho Appreciation Society, they make you overconfident. Oh, best believe that, sweetheart. If you are crazy enough you want to challenge me next week, then damn it, you're on. Adam Cole versus Daniel Garcia for the very first time next week on Dynamite. And it won't just be a wrestling match. It'll be a statement. Bang, bang, bing. I hope you realize when you're in for, because I can promise you next week I'll be great. It'll be a great night for me, for the AEW fans, but for you, not so much. I'll see you next week, Daniel. Boom. Or see you, boom, whatever. I gotta clean my glasses. I just got schmitches on it. Alex Marvez was backstage. Oh, Mono, Alex Marvez. Oh my God. And it's not Renee Paquette. Thank you, praise Jesus Christ, Lord. Holy fucking shit. Omega was upset and told Callis that he should have gone in the ambulance with his friends. Callis assured Omega this was the best thing to happen to him. Now Omega can focus on Vikingo. I'm gonna say it the way I'm reading it. It's Vikingo. Vikingo. Omega was torn. Stu Grayson versus John Moxley of the Blackpool Combat Club. Those hoodies, they need an update. I'm sorry. Grayson charged at Moxley, taking the fight to him. Mox turned Stu around and began to chop away at him. Mox hammered at Grayson with forearms. Moxley used a side headlock takedown on Stu Grayson. Stu hit Mox with a Hurricane Rana. Moxley sent Grayson flying with a suplex and then a shoulder tackle, sending Stu tumbling to the arena floor. Grayson battled back with a flip dive off the middle rope onto Moxley. Wheeler Yuta began to jaw jack on the Dark Order outside the ring. Grayson somersault off the ring post onto the BCC. Grayson was looking for the Nightfall, but Mox transitioned it to the Bulldog choke. Grayson fought out of the choke and then connected with a backflipping kick to Mox. Grayson is battling his life here, and he's doing an excellent job, said Taz. Moxley dug his fingernails into the back of Grayson. Moxley spiked Stu with an avalanche Death Rider and then pinned Stu Grayson. So that is that. I believe Stu Grayson re-signed with AEW, so he's All Elite again. Oh God, Renee, girl, I can't stand you in AEW. You're annoying. You're obnoxious. You're obnoxious. I mean, seriously, you're just getting on my nerves. Renee Paquette backstage with Ricky Starks. I'm so sick and tired of talking back and forth. I had to come back from my vacation early. Juice, if you want to fight, you can find me on Rampage. I'm issuing you an open challenge to you. Juice, be a man or not. I don't give a damn anymore. He sounds like he's now on his way out of AEW. Yes, I love Starbucks. There was another episode of QTV aired, and it was announced that TNT champion Powerhouse Hobbs will be facing Penta El Zero Miedo on Rampage this Saturday night. The Outcast, Tony Storm versus Sky Blue. This woman, I don't know why it's so hard to book a women's division. I don't know what's going on in NWA, but get fucking Medusa and get her out of there. Put her on WWE or AEW, because this is not working for me. Storm charged at Blue and began to kick her in the corner. Sky Blue made a comeback with an elbow strike and a drop kick. Sky Blue used a diving hurricanrana on Storm. Sky took a moment to get her footing on the top turnbuckle, but Tony Storm knocked her down. Storm then sent Sky flying out of the ring with the hip attack. Sky rallied back with an offense to Storm, including several thrust kicks. Storm rocked Sky with a DDT. Sky connected with a code blue, but Storm nailed Sky with a hip attack. After nailing her with the Storm Zero, Tori pinned Sky Blue. The Outcasts were about to spray paint Sky after the match, but Riho and Willow Nightingale ran down to even up the odds for Sky Blue. The Outcasts retreated. Backstage, Stu Grayson was being tended to by the AEW medical staff. The BCC ambushed Stu Grayson with Mox choking out Grayson. The main event. I want to just say something about this whole match. El Helio del Vikingo, I think that's how you pronounce it. This was supposed to happen like 2 years ago. Tony Khan is desperately trying to make sure Kenny Omega stays. So he is doing everything in his fucking powers to satisfy Kenny Omega, to make sure that he, like, oh, if he's doing XYZ, he wants to keep me and not let me go to WWE, because you all know Kenny Omega would love to have that match with AJ Styles. And AJ Styles is right now in WWE. The only way that that match will happen is if AJ leaves to come to AEW. And he's not doing that anytime soon because Vince McMahon, well, not Vince McMahon, Triple H and Nick Khan knows the desire. So if Nick Khan and Triple H and Vince McMahon could get Kenny Omega and then get the Bucks as a triple package deal to get them to be in WWE, you don't know the egos. You don't have no idea. Vince McMahon already has an ego. Triple H has an ego. Nick Khan has an ego. They already have Cody Rhodes, right? If they get those three plus Jay White, Tony Khan's screwed. And Tony knows that if he loses these guys, he is going to be in a world of hurt. And Turner Sports will not fucking pick him up. They're going to be relegated to either a YouTube platform or a streaming service. They're not going to get on Turner Sports. So, the thing is that Tony Khan needs to basically give in to his demands. Like, I want this match, I want that match, I want this match. And he's going to get it for him. Alright? He's going to bend over backwards for Kenny Omega because he knows with Kenny Omega possibly going to WWE, he is screwed. Point blank. And you know that Triple H. Come on. You know Triple H's fucking demeanor. Come on. He knows that Kenny Omega is like literally could be a palm of his hand. Fucking, and he's in his 30s, you know, but he will be doing a lighter move sets in WWE. It will be drastically different. He can, save a lot and only use when needed. And on top of it all, he's going to be relegated to one brand. And he's going to be able to pick that brand. He is going to go on the one that will give him the most bang for his buck. No pun intended. And we all know that we've always wanted the Usos versus the Young Bucks. Nick and Matt Jackson, first thing that's going to happen. Second thing is, who else is in the WWE that the Bucks would love to work with? Oh, and Kenny Omega, can we say a little New Day versus the Elites? Yes. We've been That has been long-term booking times 10 times over. Then you got possibly, if you get those three, you can get back the FTRs. You can get fucking the Butcher the Blade. You can get fucking either the acclaim will clamor to get over there, knowing that there's a division. Wait. Who? Oh, I am totally forgetting another tag team. Oh my god. We have the Brawling Brutes. We have possibly Butch Pete Dunne and what's his face? Oh god, I can't think of his name. Uh oh my god, I'm completely Butch, Sheamus, and it's a blank. Oh my god, I am an idiot. I'm gonna have to look this up because I'm an idiot. Who is in the Brawling Brutes? Who is in the Brawling Brutes? Rich Holland. Rich Holland and Pete Dunne versus fucking goddamn the Bucks. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Who else is in there? Legado del Fantasma, the Bucks versus Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wild. Take my money. Take my money. Seriously, and we can have 6-man tags, and you know that the Bucks and oy, oy, oy. Totally forgot Judgment Day. We have the OC possibly having AJ back in there, possibly going against the Elite. Oh my god, that is fucking like Super Show. Like maybe like if they go to like Australia, or they could do that at like a Money in the Bank if they go overseas. Oh my god. That match alone will sell out fucking whatever arena or stadium. Seriously. So Tony Khan is doing whatever it needs to be to keep Kenny Omega happy, so he could say, I will negotiate with you and see what we can come to as an agreement. Then you get the Bucks, and then everybody's happy. So if you don't understand that, people, please stop watching wrestling, stop trying to understand this, and stop fucking complaining. It's a match. We would have had the storyline, but it was fucking COVID. Blame China, all right? Go and blame China. Blame all the labs over there for fucking this up, okay? Let's move on. So we have Kenny Omega versus Vikingo. Vikingo went over the top, crashed onto Omega right outside the box, out of the box. Omega hammered back at Vikingo with forearms and kicks. Vikingo came back with an explosion Hurricane Rana, and then a knee strike through the ropes. The fans were chanting, "This is awesome! This is awesome!" Vikingo used a shooting star press off the apron and onto Omega on the arena floor. Vikingo tried to pin after a 450 splash on Omega. Kenny came back with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker on Vikingo. Omega pulled the table out from beneath the ring. Omega set up the table on the arena floor. Vikingo took down Omega with a Rana. They began to trade chops on the ring apron. Omega sent Vikingo crashing onto the apron with a monkey flip. What a rough landing for Vikingo, said Excalibur. Vikingo sent Omega flying out of the ring with a Dragon Rana. Vikingo countered an awesome bomb and then hit a Phoenix Splash for a near fall on Omega. 2.99 ad infinitum unbelievables said Excalibur. The fans began to chant, "Fight forever, fight forever." Oops, don't use that. They may have to change the name of the video game, by the way. Omega caught Vikingo with a power bomb and then a V trigger for a 2 count. Omega hoisted up Vikingo for the one wing angel, but Vikingo escapes, and then Omega with a swan diving reverse Hurricane Rana. Vikingo crashed down onto Kenny through a table after the 630 senton from the middle rope. The fans are chanting AEW, AEW. Vikingo grabbed a near fall after a sunset bomb on Omega. Vikingo climbed to the top for a 630 senton, but Omega dodged it this time. Omega rocked Vikingo with a V trigger and then pinned him with the one wing angel for the win. Spectacular outing by both men. Wow, said Taz. Tony Schiavone went to the ring and interviewed Kenny Omega. Omega, the more time that goes by, the more I wonder if I'm able to do this kind of stuff for you fans. Listen to him when he speaks, because this is what's going to happen. This is going to be easier way to see where he's going to end up. The Blackpool Combat Club rushed into the ring and triple team and exhausted Kenny Omega. Sirens began to echo throughout the arena. It was an ambulance arriving at the arena. Hangman Adam Page has stolen the ambulance and exited from behind the wheel with a weapon in hand. Hangman Adam Page came down to the ring and the Blackpool Combat Club jumped out. Don Callis grabbed Page's arm and then acted as if Page knocked him to the mat. Kenny didn't see that. Callis fell himself down, and when Kenny got to his feet, he was infuriated by the perceived action of Page. So hopefully that, they'll show him the replay, and this was all a big misunderstanding. So that is that. We are on to SmackDown from last week. And I want to say thank you to Ringside News for making this possible. Hopefully, sorry. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Friday Night SmackDown. SmackDown tonight will see Drew McIntyre go one-on-one with Sheamus for the opportunity to challenge Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania 39. WWE has advertised a face-to-face confrontation between Sami Zayn and Jey Uso, as well as an appearance by Cody Rhodes. It should be interesting to see how things play out on tonight's show. Adrenaline in my soul. SmackDown kicks off with Cody Rhodes making his way down to the ring. Cody says has the utmost respect for Roman Reigns. He says he looks forward to beating Reigns at WrestleMania. Cody calls out Kevin Owens to come out and join him in the ring. Kevin Owens does come out to the ring, making his entrance along with a video package showing him being brutally beaten by the Bloodline. Owens enters the ring, and Cody tells Owens that this conversation involves 3 people. Cody then calls out Sami Zayn, who then comes to the ring. Cody says he has an incredible love and respect for Owens. Cody says that when he himself wished WWE help in their future endeavors. Owens introduces him to some friends and looked out for him in favor he could never repay. Cody says that with three of them in the ring, it's time for the conversation. Zayn says that him and Owens have done some unforgivable things to each other, but they always make up for it. And Zayn cannot figure out why this time it has to be any different. Zayn screams at Owens to do what he needs to do so that the two can get back to working together. Owens says he heard Zayn out and asks Cody if he can leave the ring now. Cody says that everyone there wants to see Owens and Zayn back on the same page. Zayn tells Owens if they work together, they can be the ones who take down the ones. Owens says the three of them working together is best for business. And he knows that. But why would he fight for someone who doesn't even want to be his friend? Owens thanks Cody for trying to bring them together, and Owens exits the ring to the disappointment from the crowd. We go to a commercial break and we come back. SmackDown comes back on the air with Sami Zayn running up to Kevin in the parking lot. Thank God it's not the NXT parking lot, okay? Just that, let's that be a plus. Zayn tells Owens to forget everything he heard in the ring. Zayn says he will always be his friend and that he loves him. Owens says nothing and gets into his car and speeds away. I love the car. I saw it on Twitter. I love that car. I love anything that's Dodge. Oh my Lord. Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley versus Santos Escobar and Zelina Vega. Mixed tag. Oh, I was so pissed off I wasn't able to see this because of fucking Vince McMahon. Mommy and Poppy are having a date night, you know? Our opening match begins with Dominic hitting a drop kick. Escobar ducks a lariat and hits a jumping forearm. Ripley enters the ring and Escobar catches the big boot. Vega tags in and hits a flying crossbody to Ripley. Ripley rolls out of the ring and Vega hits a moonsault off the top rope to Ripley outside the ring. We come back from commercial break. Back live with Dominic launching himself over the top rope for a splash like his father, Eddie Guerrero. Escobar hits a huge drop kick and follows with a leg drop. Escobar covers, but Rhea breaks it up at 2. Both men springing off the ropes and run headfirst into each other, causing both men to be knocked down. They both crawl to the corner and tag in Vega and Ripley. Vega plants Ripley with a tornado DDT and covers, but Dominic pulls Vega off. Escobar goes to suplex Dominic, but Rhea grabs Escobar to hit a Tower of Doom to a huge pop from the crowd. Vega hits a Hurricane Rana to Dominic, and Ripley immediately grabs Vega and hits a Riptide. Ripley covers for a 3 count, and winner is Mommy and Puppy. Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley. Oh, love it. I love it. After the match, Dominic grabs a mic and starts to insult Rey Mysterio. We cut to the Titantron where we see Rey walking backstage, likely towards the ring to come out to confront Eddie's son. I'm using that in quotations here. We go to commercial break. SmackDown returns with Rey Mysterio making his way out to the ring. Rey asks Ripley to leave him and Dominic alone. Dominic calls Rey a sad excuse of a father. Rey says he has missed a lot as a father. He knows he hasn't been there for Dominic all the time, but he doesn't take away the love Rey has for his son. Rey says that Dominic will find out how cruel this business can be, and Ray made those sacrifices so Dominic can live the life that Ray always dreamed about. Ray says the Mysterio name bailed Dominic out of trouble countless times. Ray says that his biggest regret is that Dominic has become what has he become. Ray calls Dominic an ungrateful punk ass kid, but Ray fighting his son would be the biggest disgrace as a father. Ray says he won't fight Dominic at WrestleMania and he leaves the ring. We come back from a commercial break. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Emma and Tegan Knox. This is for this showcase. Fucking Fatal 4-Way. So they're not doing a fucking Battle Royal, but they're doing this. I don't want to know at this point. The match starts with Knox and Rodriguez in a lockup. Knox slaps Rodriguez across the face, and Rodriguez laughs it off and slams Knox to the corner. Morgan tags in and hits an enziguri. Knox hits a running knee, and Emma tags in. Emma hits a running splash in the corner and covers for a 2 count. Knox tags back in, and Knox hits Morgan with a face buster. Morgan hits a backstabber, and Rodriguez tags back in as Emma tags in. Rodriguez hits a fall-away slam and a corkscrew elbow splash. Rodriguez hits a Tejana bomb as Morgan tags in and hits Oblivion. Morgan then covers for 3. Liv, Morgan, and Raquel Rodriguez pick up the victory. We go to commercial break. SmackDown returns with SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair. Please, dear God, I hate her. I fucking hate her. She fucking goddamn politicked her way to get into the fucking main event because God forbid fucking somebody else gets that opportunity. Oh, she's an amazing athlete, but she has done nothing. She came back up to 7 fucking months and she fucking goddamn was handed the title. Because God forbid somebody else is in WrestleMania. She's worse than fucking Goldberg. I would rather have Goldberg back in WWE. Jesus Christ. In the ring, Charlotte says that when she was a baby, this business was built by Rhodes as a challenger and a Flair as a champion. Just like WrestleMania this year. Charlotte says Ripley wants to be a star, but can't until she goes through Charlotte. Just like she tried and failed to do 3 years ago. Yeah, because you fucking goddamn demolished fucking the NXT women's division. Because you needed a fucking title. You needed a win at WrestleMania. Because you're not Miss WrestleMania, okay? You're not. Get over it, bitch. Ripley comes to the ring with Dominic Mysterio by her side. Ripley says when she walks in the locker room, everyone turns away in fear. Except for Charlotte, and that pisses Ripley off. Ripley says Charlotte is a champion for a reason because she is a superstar. Ripley, no. Honey, Rhea, mommy, she's a champion because she knows how to fucking politic her way to getting the title. So let's call a spade a spade. Speaking of Queen of Spades, I love the fucking tag team of Shayna Baszler and Rhea Ripley. Oh, Mama's really fucking happy. Ripley comes out to the ring with... Ripley says Charlotte is a champion for a reason because she's a superstar. Ripley says that Ripley is after the title, not being a superstar, and that at WrestleMania Charlotte will call Ripley a champion and learn to fear her. Dominic then gets in Charlotte's face and off the distraction. Ripley takes a cheap shot to knock down Charlotte. She didn't even sell this either. That's what fears me. She's not going to sell for her. because she knows she's better than Charlotte. Rhea is better than Charlotte. So this is going to be the fucking... It's going to be the bane of my existence until this match is over and done with. And if she doesn't sell, then I'm going to fucking ream her a new asshole. I swear to God, I wish that whatever birth control she's on, I wish to God would be defective. She could get knocked up and fucking leave for a year and a half. Oh, WWE without Charlotte Flair for a year and a half? Please, yes. Ripley walks to the back. Charlotte runs out of the ring to attack Ripley, forcing WWE officials try to separate the two. Emphasis on try because the brawl goes on for a very long time and spills into the crowd as Charlotte ends up getting the better of Ripley as Ripley is finally contained by WWE officials. Oh, and that outfit looks hideous. Hideous. Who the hell thought, oh, I'm going to do bodysuits? That means she can't gain any weight. She has to be on a strict diet all the time. Lord have mercy. So we go to commercial break. We come back at LA Knight versus Xavier Woods. This match was very short. The match begins with a lockup. Knight hits a big right hand and strike and follows with a DDT. Woods hits a missile dropkick off the middle rope. Knight hits a neckbreaker and follows with a facebuster. Knight covers for a 2 count. Woods gets a surprise roll-up for a 3 count. Winner Xavier Woods. We then go to commentary where Michael Cole officially announces the second inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2023, the Great Muta. We go to a commercial break. We have Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre. The winner will face Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania 39. The match kicks off with McIntyre holding out his hand, which Sheamus refuses to shake. McIntyre hits snap suplex. McIntyre goes for a hip toss, but Sheamus counters with a lariat. McIntyre hits a knife-edge chop, and Sheamus counters with a Irish curse. Sheamus tosses McIntyre over the top, hits just one beat before McIntyre counters and goes for his own Batarang beating, but Sheamus grabs McIntyre and throws him back in the ring. Sheamus goes to the top rope and McIntyre runs up and hits Sheamus with a suplex. We go to commercial break. Back live with Sheamus hitting a backbreaker and covering for a 2. Sheamus is then able to hit 10 beats of the Batarang. Actually 10 this time. McIntyre dodges the Brogue Kick and hits a neck breaker. McIntyre goes for the Claymore, but Sheamus counters it with a knee strike, and Sheamus covers for a 2 count. McIntyre hits the Glasgow Kiss, with Sheamus immediately responds with a knee strike to the head. Sheamus hits a Brogue Kick as McIntyre hits the Claymore at the same time. The ref begins to count both men out, but Gunther runs to the ring to stop the ref from counting. Why? Why? That was I didn't even watch this, and I just read this, and it makes no fucking sense. Oh, my Lord. Oh, for the love of Jesus, get me through this. This is why I fucking sometimes drink, because of wrestling at this. Dear Jesus. Gunther encourages both men to fight for their spot at WrestleMania before Vinci and Kaiser run in to attack Sheamus and McIntyre and causes the match to end in a no contest. So they told him to fight, and then they ended up causing a double no contest. Oh, this fucking company is fucking moronic. Gunther powerbombs McIntyre onto Sheamus, and Gunther leaves the ring with the Intercontinental title belt in hand. Adam Pearce appears on the Titantron. Pearce says Gunther's action leave him no choice but to announce that Gunther will defend his title at WrestleMania 39 against both Sheamus and McIntyre in a triple threat match. To be quite honest, I would actually throw it up and give it another zhuzh. Make it a three-way dance. Make it that there you just don't pin anybody. You have to pin person, get them out. Then you can win the Intercontinental Championship. It makes the match a little bit more interesting and it's more unpredictable. I wish they would use that from ECW. That is the one fucking thing I get pissed off about. They need to start using that as a stipulation. Like we have fatal 4-ways, or we have fatal 5-ways, or 6 ways, or whatever, fatal 6-ways, whatever. They need to start doing that. And the last person is the winner. It makes it fucking important to, like, okay, why am I going out of my way of trying to pin these? Everybody else can do their thing. I'm gonna sit back here and I'm gonna watch, and and when that time is right, I can sneak attack, and there you go. We got back from commercial break. SmackDown returns with Jey Uso already in the ring with Sami Zayn, making his way down to the ring. Jey says Jey says that from day one he never trusted Zayn. He never wanted him to be part of the family. Jey says that as time goes on, everyone else in the bloodline started to like Zayn. Jey says that the second he let his guard down, Zayn betrayed him. Jey says from day one, Zayn was always been about fake ass oots. Zayn says that Jey always had a choice. He continues to choose to accept Reigns' abuse. Aha, that's the little bitty seed. Zayn says Jey isn't mad at him. He's mad at himself and mad that Jey didn't get to hit Reigns with the chair first. Jey attacks Zayn, but Zayn gets the better of Jey before Jimmy Uso runs in the ring to help Jey. The Usos beat down Zayn together before Kevin Owens runs into the ring from the crowd. Owens knocks Jimmy out of the ring and starts to beat down Jey. Owens hits Jey with a pop-up powerbomb. Zayn gets back to his feet, and Owens and Zayn hug in the middle of the ring to a huge pop from the crowd. SmackDown goes off the air with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn standing tall together, and the fairy tale is beginning to flourish. Act 2. So that is that. We're going to go on to Monday Night Raw, but again, please do me a favor. Please do me a favor. Remember, April 2nd, World Autism Awareness Day. Please go onto social media. Follow me. Tag me into the picture or the video. Then hashtag it World Autism Awareness Day, because 1 in 36 children are being diagnosed with autism. So that is that. Moving on to Monday Night Raw. As we approach WrestleMania 39, WWE will look to advance its storylines as we head into the biggest event of the year. Hence, fans can expect another promising night of action as Logan Paul hosts his first edition of Impulsive TV on Raw. The updated match card is followed. It wasn't a big one because of reasons of Roman Reigns actually coming to work on Monday Night Raw. You know, I find it hilarious that Roman Reigns said, "Oh, John Cena, you don't work," and then he's doing the exact same thing. He's doing the exact same thing. He only goes to SmackDown, and that pisses me off, and that fucking should piss off Universal. Impulsive TV, we have Austin Theory versus Montez Ford. Raw opening. Kevin Owens' music hits, and he comes out. Sami Zayn comes out next. And he comes and joins Owens, and they walk to the ring. Kevin Owens starts by saying the crowd likes Zayn. Sami says they like Owens, too. Sami says it feels good to come out here on the same page. He says he gets that he was approaching their friendship like it was a business transaction. Owen says he has been Zayn's biggest fan. He says it was frustrating watching him in the bloodline when he was better than them. He said he couldn't take it, seeing him under Roman's thumb. He says he understood last week that it was time to take down the bloodline together. Zayn says they know what's next. They both stare at WrestleMania sign. The Usos come out. Jay calls Sammy a backstabber. He says they will backstab each other again. Sammy saying everyone knows that it's his biggest dream to backstab Reigns. Jimmy asks Sammy to wake and says nothing's going to happen at WrestleMania. Kevin says there's only Kevin says there's only one way and place to settle it. He then challenges them for the undisputed tag team championship at WrestleMania 39. Jimmy says they are the greatest tag team in the world. They don't deserve a shot at their titles and reject their offer. Jay interrupts and says this might be their one shot to put the Sami Zayn Kevin Owens problem in the dirt and accepts their challenge. They charge for the ring and both teams brawl. The Usos gang up on Sammy. Owens comes to his rescue and sends Jay in the ring. He super kicks him and Sammy goes for a haluva kick, but Jimmy pulls him out of the way. They grab a couple of chairs. The rest of the bloodline are shown arriving in the arena. Austin Theory versus Montez Ford. The match begins after commercial break. Theory knocks him down. Theory goes to work on Ford and attacks him in the corner. Ford fights back and hits clothesline. He sends Theory to the outside and over the barricade into the WWE Universe. Another commercial break. Ford with a crossbody from the top rope. He hits an uppercut and a back suplex. He follows it up with a moonsault. Cover 1-2 kick out. Ford goes for A-Town down, but Ford counters it into a DDT. Ford dives onto Theory and sends him into the ring. He climbs up to the top rope. He dives and misses. Theory hits an A-Town down for the win. Winner is Austin Theory. After the match, Theory says Ford didn't believe in him, but now he does. He then says John doesn't believe in him, but he will at WrestleMania 39. The Bloodline are backstage. Roman says it was not the best start tonight. Jimmy admits they took a few shots, but nothing can hit him harder than being pulled away from his brother and having to answer to it like it's his fault. He says he will never forgive Sammy for this. He assures Roman they got this at WrestleMania 39. As they all leave, Roman asks Jay to stay. Ruh-roh. Trouble in paradise. We come back from commercial. Roman says he didn't see or hear from Jay, and now he's back making decisions. He says Jay must be part of the bloodline to make decisions, and asks if he is the bloodline. Jay says he is the bloodline. Roman says he hopes so and tells him he will see him later before saying he loves him. Paul Heyman enters the room and asks if he found the answers he was looking for. Roman says he found the answers. Byron asks Adam about the WrestleMania 39 showcase matches. Chelsea Green interrupts and asks for the manager. She said she needs matching. She says she made matching gear for the Carmella, who is not available. She then asks for a new tag team partner, Piper Niven. She asks Pierce to make it official. She also asks him to put her in the showcase match. She threatens Pierce on blast or block him if he doesn't put her in the match. Green then leaves with Piper Niven. Amos is walking backstage to the ring. Why is this guy even employed by WWE is beyond me. Amos versus Mustafa Ali, and when Mustafa Ali's contract comes up, get the fuck out of there. The match begins with Amos shoves Ali down. He knocks him down. Amos then picks him up and slams him and picks up the win. MVP gets on the mic and says Amos fears no one, but Brock will learn to fear him. Logan Paul is shown walking to the ring. MVP interrupts and tries to sell himself as his guest. Logan Paul passes on the offer. We come back from commercial break. Logan Paul heads out to the ring to start his show. He starts by saying that everyone is in his house tonight. The crowd boos him. He says he doesn't have to be here, but he does it because he loves it. But sadly, the fans don't love him. He says no matter how many times he gets on the mic, the crowd will never respect him, but he doesn't care. He then insults the audience. He says he says there isn't anything he can't do. He also insults the city. He throws the the LA Rams underneath and uses that because they're in St. Louis, Missouri. He says his match against Seth Rollins is going to be great and he's honored to share the ring with him. He says it's hard to be afraid of a guy named Seth. He says he could have been friends with Seth if he hadn't started a beef with him. He then watches the replay of him knocking out Seth Rollins last week. His mic gets cut off while he's talking. He asks for a new mic. Seth is in the production truck. He says his audio and video is not working. He plays his own music and proceeds to the ring. Rollins takes down Logan Paul and brawls with him. WWE officials come out to separate them. The brawl continues and spills over the announcer's desk. Security breaks them up. Rollins climbs to the top rope and dives onto the security, which I seen on Twitter was nasty. This allows Logan Paul to knock him out again. Dominic Mysterio and Damian Priest are walking to the ring backstage. I have high blood pressure. Thank God I don't watch this anymore. Because let me tell you something. My ticker would be... I'd end up with my mother. Okay? God rest her soul. Dominic Mysterio versus Johnny Gargano. The match begins with Johnny knocks Dominic down and attacks him in the corner. Gargano kicks Dominic in the head. He then dives onto Dominic on the outside. Gargano is sent into the steel steps. We come back from commercial. Dominic with a couple of suplexes on Gargano. Johnny suplexes Dominic in the turnbuckle. He delivers a belly-to-belly suplex. Gargano hits a spear on Dominic. Gargano is sent into the turnbuckle. Dominic tries to get the pin with his foot on the rope, but the referee catches it. Gargano with a super kick. Cover 1-2 kick out. Both men exchange strikes. Gargano hung across the ropes. He goes for a 619, is caught and sent into the turnbuckle. Gargano with a super kick. He sets Dominic on the top turnbuckle but is knocked down. Dominic with a frog splash for the win, and Dominic picks up the win. After the match, Dominic gets on the mic, says Ray denied his challenge to a match, but he is not going to stop it until he gets what he wants. He knows that this Friday night, the entire Mysterio family will be there. He says he figured out a way to get him to accept a match by asking his mom to accept his challenge to a match. The Usos and Solo Sikoa are backstage. Paul Heyman arrives and says Roman is waiting for them to have a feast. He also offers them a night off. Paul then says that Roman wants to talk to Solo. Okay, ruh-roh, he's in the doghouse, no pun intended. Rhea Ripley's, we come back from commercial. Rhea Ripley music plays and she walks to the ring. Rhea says that she agrees with Charlotte's statement from last week. She says Flair doesn't want to accept the future and that's why she's living in the past. No, I think she's living in the future, thinking that she's probably thinking in her fucking pea brain mind that somehow she's going to be walking out of WrestleMania. I swear to God. God. Okay? I swear to God. Okay? If Rhea Ripley isn't the new WWE SmackDown Women's Champion after WrestleMania weekend, I'm going to come on here and give you 3 hours of fucking cursing. Alright? And then I'm going to upload it. And that's going to be my review. Okay? Just letting you know. She says Charlotte doesn't respect anyone. She doesn't. She could care less. She's there for the paycheck, and that's it. She also says that she makes Charlotte question the respect she has for herself. Rhea says she brings out all her insecurities because she knows every time they've gone to war, she's gotten up. Rhea says Charlotte is done and washed up. She also says Charlotte is nothing without WWE. Stop her when she's not. She's telling lies. Okay. She can't live with without WWE. And I'm not kidding. She says she will become champion at WrestleMania and Charlotte will fear her. Bayley's music plays and she comes out. Bayley says she was waiting for Rhea to mention her name when she was talking about leaders. Bayley says she just could ask her for tips on beating Charlotte. Rhea says she doesn't need her help. Bayley says Raw is their show. No, sweetheart. You are too busy fucking doing God knows what. Rhea Ripley for the past, I guess, say 6 to 9 months has been the fucking focal point. Bianca Belair, basically. Rhea Ripley right now is the women's division. She is the focal point. I forgot about Bianca Belair. She's the Raw Women's Champion. So, what the fuck? Seriously. Rhea laughed and offered one of them a chance to face her. Bayley accepts and the challenge. Pierce makes it official. Bayley versus Rhea Ripley. Rhea attacks Bayley in the corner. Bayley fights back and knocks Rhea out of the ring. She sends Rhea into the post. Rhea dives onto Bayley. She sends Bayley into the ring. Cover 1-2 kick out. Rhea slams Bayley into the corner. Rhea goes to work on Bayley. The role model fights back, but it's not enough as Ripley slams her to the mat. Io distracts the referee and Kai attacks Ripley. Bayley with a back suplex, cover 1-2 kick out. Becky Lynch music plays and she comes out with Trish and Lita with a bag of popcorn. We come back from a commercial break. Bayley and with a Bayley to belly cover, 1-2 kick out. She does it again and goes for a third time, but is planted. Rhea goes for a drop kick, but misses, and Bayley hits her with a running knee. Bayley attacks Rhea in the corner. Rhea kicks Bayley in the chest. She locks in the prison lock, and Bayley gets to the rope. Rhea attacks Kai, and Bayley takes advantage. Damage Control brawls with Lita, Lynch, and Trish. Rhea hits Bayley with a riptide for the win. I swear to Jesus, I love that move. Rhea Ripley picks up the win. Chad Gable is searching for Otis backstage and finds him undergoing a spa treatment. Gable says he got them into WrestleMania 39 showcase match. He also says he has a match against Ricochet and needs him by his side. Maxine comes in and says she books him an appointment with a photographer. She says Otis to come with her, but he goes with Chad. Ricochet versus Chad Gable. The match begins and both men brawl on the mat. Ricochet with a dropkick on Gable. He kicks him in the face and goes for Hurricanrana, but blocked by Gable, who drops him down. Gable with a flying clothesline. 1-2 cover, 1-2 kick out. We come back for commercial. Ricochet with a dropkick. He then attacks Gable in the corner. He hits a springboard clothesline and running shooting star. Cover 1-2 kick out. Gable with a cliffhanger DDT. Cover 1-2 kick out. Gable goes for an ankle lock, but Ricochet escapes escapes and super kicks it. Gable with a dragon suplex. Cover 1-2 kick out. Maxine comes out and distracts Otis and takes him backstage. Gable is planted by Ricochet and then goes and hits a shooting star press for the win. Winner beyond Ricochet. This is definitely got fucking Vince McMahon written all over it, this match. Bianca Belair versus Bianca Belair and Asuka versus Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. The match begins with Chelsea Green is knocked down. Asuka tags in and they attack Chelsea and Piper Niven. Come back from commercial break. Asuka with double knees to the face. Piper tags in. Belair tags in and attacks Niven. She hits a drop kick and hits the suplex on Green. She attacks Piper in the corner. Belair with a crossbody. Cover 1-2. Chelsea Green makes the save. Asuka and Belair argue, and Belair saves Asuka from Piper. She then hits a KOD on Piper for the win. Winner, Bianca Belair and Asuka. After the match, Asuka attacks her from behind and kicks her in the head. She then hits the sliding knee, and that's it. We come back from a commercial break. Roman Reigns heads out to the ring. Roman starts asking the crowd to acknowledge him. I'm going to say this. I've seen it on Twitter. I've been seeing this is how I keep up without watching it. When he says, acknowledge me, like that bass does something to the nether regions, and I cannot believe that he does this. I am telling you the truth. I thought I was immune to him. Apparently not. Seriously. Cody Rhodes' music plays. He comes out to the ring. Cody starts by saying he wants... Does anybody want... Wait. What does everybody want to talk about? Roman's warning him. He says Heyman mentioned they had Cody Rhodes' problem and asked Roman to explain it to him. As Heyman tries to answer, Cody says he isn't talking to him. He asks him to step back. Roman says Cody isn't the problem. It's what he represents. He says Cody is like what we used to be, but Roman is a fighter, which allows him to be a megastar. Roman says Cody's track record is not good when things don't go his way. He says Cody isn't cut out for this. He says Cody's moment is on April 3rd, because when he wakes up, he will have to confront his adversity again. He says otherwise he will run away again. Cody says that Roman said is true. What he said is true. He's not worried about it because he helped a lot of people make a lot of money. He says he's just a professional wrestler. On the inside, he says nobody needs to bring up his father one more time because he'll vomit. Cody says on April 3rd will be the day Roman remembers what it's like to lose. And when that happens, Jay will leave, the bloodline, and Jimmy will leave him too. With no Usos, Solo will leave him too. And then Paul Heyman becomes advocate again, and Roman Reigns will be without a family, without a chief, without a tribe. Roman Reigns walks away. Cody gets in and Solo's face and walks away. Cody says he knew Solo wasn't ready. He goes for a spike. Cody kicks him in the face and goes for it again, but Reigns stops him. And that's basically about it. That's basically about it. So that is that. I think that's that. Let me just double check. Hold on. Just want to just double check with another site because it. Yeah, that's basically it. I just wanted to just double check. So that is that. I will be this weekend. I will be getting a short out on YouTube. I will be posting it also on Twitter on the schedule. I'll even type it up and I'll post it and whatnot so everybody knows what's going on. I want everybody to have a great weekend. I will see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for I believe, if I'm not mistaken, let me just double check because I want to make sure. 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 Hold your horses, my channel. I want to make. Let's see. Playlists. Okay. Ah, shoot. Sorry. This is taking so long. It's weird. Sorry. It's going to be episode 3, week 4 of Ring of Honor. So that is that. I hope everybody is going to have a great weekend. See you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Please go check out my Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Mel's Mat Chat. Please do me a favor and also go, while you're here, like, share, subscribe, turn on my bell for all notifications. It's right at the bottom. Please also go check out harrys.com and get all your toiletry and beard essentials. Shaving essentials. Go check out my Astro Classics at myastroclassics.com and go check out get all your beard essentials there. Go check out Liquid Death at liquiddeath.com and murder your thirst with really good beverages. Go check out Deathwish Coffee at deathwishcoffee.com and get righteous coffee. Also, please go check out HOG Wrestling at hogwrestling.net. They will be having another event, which is next in April. Probably in the middle of April. You'll have to go check out the website. But please go get your tickets if you're able to attend on hogwrestling.net. Please do me a favor. Go on social media. Take a video or a picture wearing blue. Follow me. Tag me. Hashtag it. World Autism Awareness Day. Please post it on April 2nd the second day of WrestleMania. And let's just light it up blue, because I'm the voice of the voiceless. My son is an autistic almost adult, and I'm his advocate. I'm an advocate before advocacy became cool. Okay, sorry, Paul Heyman, but please, let's shine a light on this, because 1 in 36 children are diagnosed with autism, some form of autism. Let's get this done, and let's make some strides, and let's get this. I want to find not a cure, but I want to find a solution to this. Whatever it's got to take, we got to get this together, and we got to do it. We got to do it for the next generation and the generation after that. We've got to do this. Autism should not be a thing. We need to get this done pronto. What I need to get done is I need to get the hell out of here for the rest of the evening. I'm gonna go enjoy my Friday evening, and I will see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. for Ring of Honor TV. Please enjoy yourself, and please take your time next weekend, because we're going to be bopping and grooving in here. And again, I will be getting my schedule out. Probably it'll be maybe Sunday-ish, all right? Again, I want to dedicate this to my mother. She has passed away almost 1 year ago, which will be on the 26th. And this will be dedicated to her. So, Mom, I love you. I miss you. You are in a better place. May you not haunt me that much. And may you just stay and wait patiently while I make my way there. And then we have Anthony. And just please take care of my 2 miscarried children. I would appreciate it. I hopefully that you're playing with them and you're just kicking ass as a grandmother, and I know you were, and I know you can be. So I love you, Mom. I miss you, Mommy, and I wish you were here, but I know that you're in a better place. Until tomorrow, I love you all. I love you, Mom. I miss you, Mom. Rest in peace. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening.